It's your boy Revolutionary Cuz. I am your fair freedom fighter. It's fair freedom fighter thugging it everywhere. Don't believe me? Ask that bitch thing about me. You dig? Man. Like in Shatas, when Biggs came into the restaurant and like, oh my God, you're back in America. And everybody start clapping because the Don's here. I got to give it up to Jim Jones. I'm not going to lie. His new project that he just dropped at the church steps, it's pretty all right. I mean, like, it really had me bobbing my head a couple songs. Like, okay, this shit really go in. And I know, like, when I hear one of these Crip artists and, like, I can relate to the shit he's talking about, I know he's speaking to, you know, his brotherhood. And, you know, niggas like, okay, he fucking with it. You know, he spoke of several people like Melly and Shotty. And, you know, and niggas that's a part of that's from his section, part of his affiliation. I mean, they get it and they understand it. Nigga like me, I might not understand it as much because, you know, I'm a Kiwi and he a Damu. But yeah, his first 3 songs, I gotta admit, that shit go hard. Song number 1 is Jomo. Song number 2 is Genesis. And song number 3, Seen It All. Like, dope. He even got a feature with Conway, the Machine, called Walking on Business. And now, it sounded like he was taking shots. Okay, he's like on King David, and you know, one person I always say on King David is Famous Richard. You know what I mean? The YouTuber from Chicago that recently got shot in the city. And I mean, like, is there a war with the Chicago niggas? And I mean, like, of course there's war with the Chicago niggas. And I mean, the GDs, BDs, and the woos and the chews, sound like fucking shoes and shit. They all at war. But yeah. So overall, I out of a 1 through 10, I'll probably give it about an 8. Like, Jim hasn't dropped a dope project in a while. Like he has dropped many projects, but like, to me, my personal opinion, this is probably the best project he's dropped in a while. Couple things that I wanted to talk about. I noticed how he had that Make Dipset Great Again, with similar to, like, you know, Make America Great Again type hat. Like he's still repping his Dipset. Like, that's a beautiful thing. That gives the fans hope of there being an authentic, maybe a real Dipset reunion, because, you know, the Dipset reunion with Cam, Jewels, Jim, and Unkasa wasn't authentic. We missed, like, the other core players, rappers, for like Hellrel, J.R. Ryder, 40 Cal, even Jaja. I mean, like, we seen after the altercation when Cam first spoke on it, how Jaja came out, you know, and she was just, you know, proud and happy that Cam was even bringing her name up, because people forgot, who don't really remember. She had like 1-2 songs on Diplomat Immunity too, but Shorty is pretty dope. You know, he spoke on a couple different things in this project. Like, I'm happy to see that he's finally proud of repping the Bronx. You know, he was on this, I'm from Harlem. Like, ain't nothing wrong with, like, shout out to my Harlem niggas. I love my Harlem niggas. They some fly, getting money type niggas. Harlem niggas has always been known for being fly, flashy, getting money, fucking with the hoes. But, like, Bronx niggas is like, we some getting money niggas too. What Nori said, a motherfucking fucking state property. I was gonna say motherfucking paid in full, but state property. We some fly bum ass niggas. Know what I mean? Like, no, New York niggas, we a different type of niggas. And Queens niggas definitely different from a Bronx nigga. A Bronx nigga definitely different from a motherfucking Brooklyn nigga. And I found it funny. There was a skit on this project, and the dude was talking about, like, yeah, I'm glad, you know, you repping the Bronx, yada yada. I'm just happy you not repping Staten Island. I'm like, yeah, that's fucked up, nigga. Like, damn, why niggas always clowning on Staten Island? Then again, don't really much come out of Staten Island. I mean, like, what, the Wu-Tang? Yeah, Wu-Tang is not forever. I promise you, they're not forever. White people still believe so. They still believe in white Jesus. He also brought up the topic how, out of all these rappers that are gang related, like, especially, let's just talk about the Bloods. There's been a lot of criticism on rappers claiming blood that niggas feel like wasn't valid. Jim Jones' name has always came up. Lil Wayne name has came up. Chris Brown, Omarion. There's been a couple suspect niggas on that side that's been like making the game look crazy. Ray J, I always hear valid shit on. You know, Nick Cannon, we know the story on his pops. Like, he solidified. He can't speak bad about those people. But like, Jim Jones has always been, you know, frowned upon. It ain't even about him. It's about the East Coast politics. And for those that was banging in the 90s, that started banging in the 90s, I mean, like the first and second wave of gangs to hit New York City, they understand. Like, there was a lot of false claiming. For example, the Slicc, the Crips was banging the Sliccs, and we was banging on some folk nation type deal shit. I mean, I'm just speaking on Crips' behalf. But there's been a lot of speculation on the Bloods and OG Mac and Sex Money Murder and the original Bronx sets. Like, so a lot of niggas from the East Coast had to go to the West Coast, got solidified, brought the politics back to the East Coast, where now the gangs on the East Coast are now considered official because they finally tapped in with their homeland. And, you know, he admitted, you know, that he took it out West, and, you know, he made the set look good. And I can't do shit but really tilt my hat to that nigga and respect what he said about that. Because as much as I made fun of his blooding, he really went out West and got solidified. Now you can't say the nigga not official. He even pulled up in Compton, aka Bompton, as they say, no disrespect to the Lokes, to prove a point to Watt No Hunting. I mean, pulled up on his people on Paru. Real nigga shit though. But like, I give him his props because he's always repped this blood shit since day one. We knew Cam was blood. We know Jewels was blood. We know Freak. We know Dipset as a whole. They ran with blood niggas. Harlem, other than HMC, Harlem Mafia, Crip, Rolling 30s. I mean, like, we know Harlem's always been a blood section. The South Bronx, always been a blood section. Washington Heights, always been a blood section. Like, this is the original beginning of the gangs in New York City. You know what I mean? So for those that's been around that long. These new age kids, y'all don't know about that because y'all wasn't there. Y'all wasn't there, and it's okay. It's okay. But Get Lucky left for real right. I want to know if there's really going to be a Dipset reunion, like a real Dipset reunion with everybody. You know, he's still saying that, you know, he repping his shit, yada, yada, yada. But it's like, is the love really authentic? And it's just crazy how these niggas really been going at it for a while now. Like, and niggas got mad at Trinidad and James when he said the last time New York City was popping was the Dipset era. And the city is active now because of the drill scene, and niggas got mad at James because he said what he said. But he said some real shit because that was the last time New York City was popular. Music, fashion, like we was on the top of everything at that point. And then, you know, shit just collided, and, you know, the spotlight went to the South. It is what it is. You gotta admit when there's a win and a defeat. You know what I mean? So hopefully these niggas are squash shit. It's good for the culture. We don't have enough unity in our own city. Like Cam was saying with his interview with 50. The South comes together. The West Coast come together. When we say the West Coast, not just California. They know they got Oregon, Washington, Nevada, like all those states. There's Arizona. That shit get cracking and popping in Arizona. Don't sleep on Arizona, nigga. Like, shit go down in a major motherfucking way. Like, all these coasts, the Midwest, they stick together. Like, it's hard for New York niggas like this, like cocky, arrogant niggas. Like, you can't rep your city. You got to rep your section. That sound like some Atlanta shit. Like, I'm from the South Side. I'm from the East Side. I'm from the West Side. But at the same time, you from the A, my nigga. And when it comes down to it, they come together. But yeah, I ain't gonna talk about your head off. What y'all think about this new Jim Jones project? If you haven't heard it, go check the shit out at the church steps. You know, he took him to church. Now he's at the church steps. Did he go inside the church? I don't know. Nigga, I ain't going to church, cuz. I don't got nothing to do with that motherfucker. But if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. Follow me on Instagram, The Revolutionary Cuz Show. That's also my Facebook fan page. Stay tuned. A lot of dope shit coming your way. Me and Scott LaRock Jr. come back with a live podcast. We just been working out this contract deal so we can make shit official and bring you the best quality videos out here. Shit, you know what it is. Until next time, smoking for you, boy. Triples.